Howdy there, folks. Spencer here, and today I want to talk about the Black Friday sales going on and my recommendations on what you should definitely go out and grab during these sales. So, the sales this year, by now you've probably all seen like it's a 20% charge bonus, 25% off the everything in the C store, 75% off everything in the Mud store except the new Command bundle, which is only 50% off. Like you've probably seen all of these by now, given the sale's been up for about a day now. But some of you have probably also seen some conversation that this sale is pretty underwhelming compared to last year, and Reddit user Sassine has posted a very nice comparison for this year versus last year. And last year, we had a 30% charge bonus. Now, I know some people think right now that, oh, wait, it's actually a scaling bonus, but you have to keep in mind with the more expensive Zen packages, they are always, this expensive. Like if I go to billing on Arc here, if I'm buying this $200 Zen package, it's always going to give me the 20,000 Zen plus a 3,000 bonus. With the 20% bonus active, it's giving me an additional 20% of that 20,000, which is an additional 4,000, meaning that the total is 27,000 Zen. If it was a 30% bonus like it was last year, you'd be getting 29,000 rather than the 27 that we have this year. So, from the charge bonus perspective, it is not as good as last year's. The overall C store sale is the same as last year's. We don't have a Lobi sale at all this year, which really sucks for me because I have a lot of Lobi. The Mud sale is better than last year. And there's no new Lobi bundle, which once again makes me sad. And most importantly, there is no T6 coupon gift 3-pack like there was last year. So overall, the sales this year are fairly underwhelming, unless there's something you've been just dying to grab and you want to get a little bit off the price of it. So the things that I would recommend grabbing, like I wouldn't go out and buy any bundles because just a month ago we had a bundle sale that was a better deal than all the current sales on these bundles, because 25% off is still not really enough for some of these bundles. Like I would never buy one of these legendary bundles at 25% off. I would wait for at least a 35% off and probably be really patient and wait for a 50%. But 35% is my base mark or baseline. This is the discount I need in order to even consider really purchasing some of these things. And 25% off just ain't it. The things that I would recommend, however, that you actually go and get during this sale are the slots and services. They don't really run the services sale anymore like they used to. And these services, things like bank slots, inventory slots, these things are really handy. And I would recommend, if you have some money you want to toss at it, now's the best time you're going to have to get some of these services at a good discount. So for me, I think, let me go down. I think the biggest thing I need myself is probably like loadout slots, and yeah, I've got no loadout slots left, so I'm going to grab a few of those, and let me see how my dry dock and all this is. I've got room in my dry dock. I've got room, or I could use some more ship slots. So what I am going to grab myself is I'm going to grab some loadout slots. I'm going to grab another 5 dry dock. And let's grab another 2 ship slots. That's pretty much all I'm grabbing with this sale. Now, if you're a new player, the Elite Services Starter Pack is something you should be looking at. This is a per character unlock, like everything else here pretty much. However, it is important to note that they often give this thing away for free. So let me just go over to the builds Discord because we have all this stuff posted in the events channel or giveaway channel. I think it's this Intel giveaway here, where if you go, I don't know if this still works, but you can go through and you get a T6 Raptor, and then you get an Elite Services starter pack for free. So now you can get it for free, or you could pay 750 Zen, and I think most of you are going to want the free option. I'll leave a link to that Intel link down below if it's still working. I should probably have checked that. Yeah, looks like it is still working from what I can tell. So yeah, services are the things that I'd be grabbing. If you want to grab something from the Muds market, now's a good time to get any of the stuff in there that's 75% off. For space items, I would recommend if you're a tank player, maybe take a look at the reiterative structural capacitor. Go look it up on the wiki, just look at the stats on it, see if it would be worth it to you. If you're a Torp user, grab the Black Ops mine launcher if you don't already have it. It's a pretty decent mine launcher. For ground, I don't really care much about ground, but some of you might be interested in like bridge officers or some of this other crap, so take a look there. For the ships, definitely if you like escorts and you have ships that use experimental weapons, take a look at the Rising Corvette. The Soliton Wave Impeller is one of the best experimental weapons in the game, and it comes from this Rising Corvette. So that would be something I would very strongly consider if you're looking for a really nice experimental weapon. The Rising Corvette is also a fun ship to fly. And, it's not the best price ever. It's not really a ship worth $40, but, it is there. It's got this experimental weapon if you want it. Some of these other ships I can't really speak much for. A lot of these came out during a period where I wasn't really playing the game. The Benton Assault Cruiser is a lockbox ship, but it was the very first Tier 6 one that came out, if I remember right. So the stats on it are incredibly weak because it's like 7 or 8 years old at this point. It is highly outdated. It was at a time where it was extremely powerful because it had just a lieutenant intel seat. You can get free event ships that have better setups than this nowadays. So the Benton is there if you're wanting it, but I probably wouldn't grab it. Bundle wise, I've already talked about the Muds in Command pack. And I know Goss mentioned that we may very well not have a 75% off sale next month. And with Cryptic cheaping out so much on the sales for Black Friday, that is a very realistic possibility. We may not have a 75% off Muds bundle sale like we did last year. But for me, I'm going to hold out hope because I have a few bundles I want to get. So I'm going to hold out hope for a 75% off sale before I buy this pack or any of the other Muds bundles. And I think that pretty much wraps it up. It's really the big thing here to take away from this is if you have some slots or services you want to grab, now is a really good time to grab them. Now is also a pretty decent time to go and stock up on some Zen if you're wanting to get things in the future. And if you don't want to get anything today or, with this event, do keep in mind that the 12th anniversary is only, 2.5 months away at this point. So you do need to start thinking about maybe saving up for a 12th anniversary pack. I think this is all just my personal guess, but I think that we haven't seen any legendary Jem'Hadar ships yet. And I think it would make a lot of sense for Cryptic to maybe put in something like a legendary bug ship or something like that into a 12th anniversary pack, and then tie that into a rerun of the Jem'Hadar recruitment event. So I think that's a very likely possibility for next year. If I'm right on that call, then come back in a few months and just remind me that I was right. Yeah, that is it for this. Oh, if you do not already have account bank slots, you really should be grabbing them. And if you don't have the energy cap increase, you should very much have that on your account. You simply can't get so many things in the exchange if you do not have that energy cap increase. Without the EC cap increase, you can only store 15 million EC. With it, you can have 2 billion. So you're raising your capability to purchase things by quite a bit. If you don't have that EC increase, you just can't buy any T6 ships off the exchange. There's none that are going to ever be under 15 mil. So if you don't already have the EC cap increase, buy it. If you have a lot of characters and like to transfer, or would like to be able to transfer things between them, grab at least one row in your account bank. This will, if you grab just one of these account shared bank slots, you get one row in your account bank, which means you can transfer EC between characters, and you can move items that are bound to your account. So just take that into consideration, and if you have services or items you want to grab during this event, during the sale, then make sure to do it, because they don't have some good sales on services like this anymore. But that is it for today. Thank you all for stopping by, and stay tuned, because I have been working on a nice torpedo guide here, and I hope to have this out sometime either Friday or over the weekend. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, and I will see you guys next time.